Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the S&E project. My name is John. Today I have a review on the Benchmade 550 Griptilian, as you can see from the title. Also, I'm going to talk about just a few things that are coming up, and just some things you may see on the channel in the future. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. So, as I said, you're going to be seeing a review on the Benchmade 550 Griptilian. Sorry, that was a sucky deployment, but this is the Benchmade 550 Griptilian combination blade, as you can see from the serrations and the straight edge. Starting off, I'm going to start off with the blade itself. First of all, the blade steel is 154 cm stainless steel. I'm pretty familiar with the steel, just because the other Benchmade I had, which was the sadly had to go, which was the Auto Striker 9100 from Benchmade. It hurt to see it go, but you know, you got to do what you got to do. So it's the same steel as that. Also, excuse me. The blade length. Moving on, the blade length is 3.45 inches. So it is legal to carry where I'm from, just barely. It's barely over that limit. So yeah. So it is legal. Next is the blade thickness, and that is 0.115 inches. It's a pretty good sized blade, actually. Good thickness of a blade. Made perfectly for a tactical knife. That's what I would use it as a defense knife. Obviously, I'd try to use my bare hands first, but if it got out of hand, I could draw this. But I never carry this because just how awesome the blade is, and I want to keep it as in mint condition as possible. But if I did end up carrying it, I could use this as a defensive blade, as could all of you guys who own this or are going to purchase this after this review. Anyway, moving on. The as I said, the blade material is 154 cm stainless steel. The blade style is hollow ground, and it's modified sheep's foot, and it's also ambidextrous thumb holes, so you have a hole on, obviously a hole drilled through the blade, so you can open it right or left-handed. Alright, moving on. The overall weight of this blade, whether it be closed or open, is 3.76 ounces. That is pretty light. Honestly, this is probably the lightest tactical blade I own and have carried. So this is an ideal EDC choice. It is an EDC Hall of Fame. It is in the EDC Hall of Fame for Survival Never Ends, the S&E project. So all around a very good knife. If I do get another one of these, I will obviously carry one and keep the other one in as mint condition as possible. Anyway, moving on. The pocket clip, moving down to the handle. The pocket clip is a tip up carry, so you can pull it out and get it out real quick rather than pulling it out, flipping it over, and deploying it. It is reversible, so you can have it on left or right-handed. Good for lefties and righties. The locking mechanism is an axis lock, this is my first axis lock. I'm used to liner locks, frame locks, those kind of things. So this is my first axis lock, which is it's really good, actually. It took a little bit of time to get used to it, but when I got used to it, it's basically second nature to me. Anyway, moving on. The overall length is 8.07 inches. The closed length is 4.62 inches. Not counting just the handle length. The handle thickness is 0.640 inches. So it's pretty thin, but not the thinnest blade I've ever had. Let's compare it to, say, the Kershaw RJ2, which will be reviewed soon. It's about the same size, and I do love this knife, the Kershaw, just because of how fast it deploys. It is assisted, and it comes out really nicely, nice and smooth. And I do like the plain edge rather than the serrations. Don't get me wrong, I do love serrations, especially Benchmade serrations. They're probably the best serrations I've found. But I do like plain edge sometimes, just for like some tasks, maybe cutting paracord or something, because sometimes the serrations get in the way when I'm cutting paracord, because I like to have it smooth cut rather than all jagged and stuff. So yeah. Anyway, moving on. Excuse me. This is the black blade edition. You can get it in a satin finish blade, or you can bead blast it yourself and make it into a satin finish. Alright, so before I get to price, I'm gonna grade it. And my overall grade on this blade sits in a few different categories. 1, deployment speed. 2, sharpness out of the factory. 3, lightness or compactness. 4, how strong the pocket clip is. So out of those 4 categories, oh my bad, I forgot jimping as well. Out of those 5 categories, I'd probably give this thing a B plus. The grip could be a little bit more grippy, or that might just be because my hands are a little bit sweaty. But it could have a little bit more grip. That's probably the only thing. The pocket clip is nice and strong, stays in the pocket well. The lightness and the compactness, very, very good. I do forget I have this sometimes, even though I do check my pocket every 5 minutes if I do carry it, just to make sure it's still there, because this is my baby. I do lock this up in a safe to keep it away from anybody that might want to take it, or just to prevent it from going missing. The sharpness right out of the factory, very, very sharp. I'd have to say, very good edge. I haven't had to sharpen this blade yet, only because I've only carried it twice. But very, very sharp out of the box. Jimping, I already went over jimping. It could have a little bit more grip, or that might just be because of my sweaty hands. Deployment speed, it's decent. Overall deployment speed, I probably have to give it probably a high C or a low B, just because sometimes you can't really get your finger in that hole to deploy it. So yeah, I give this overall knife a B plus. It's a really good blade. I do recommend purchasing a 550 Griptilian just because of how awesome the blade is, and if you are going to carry it, I suggest you buy 2. If you're going to carry one, so one you can carry and the other you can keep locked up and have a mint condition one. Also, it could be a spare in case the other one breaks. Alright, so the price of this blade is $110. On the Benchmade website, it's $110, yep. On Amazon, I'm sure you can find it for cheaper. That's just saying that, it's like a regular version, like a satin finish or a black finish version. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed today's review. Some things that are coming up, obviously, is a review on the Kershaw RJ2. Excellent blade. Another is first aid kit series and first aid series of teaching you how to do some first aid stuff, whether it be stopping blood, CPR, stopping blood in head wounds, arms, legs, body, chest. All of these things are important, and we will teach you in as much detail as we can. Obviously, we are not professionals, but we are we are certified, so we can teach this stuff. We do know what we're talking about. So I hope you enjoyed today's review. If you have any questions or comments, please email me at beastie1066cruise@gmail.com, or you can reach both of us, Michael and I, at SNE Project LLC@gmail.com. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you have a great rest of the day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.